Wednesday. I'm putting my hand here so you know that I'm here. Do you guys, oh shit, you know what, it's Tuesday. I have spent all day thinking it was Wednesday, and I called my mum and I was like, oh mum, Thursday tomorrow, and she was like, no, it's Wednesday. Damn it. Remember this canvas? It's really big. I'm just gonna show it to you here so I don't have to move the camera. But remember this canvas? I started painting it last week. It's gonna be for my big painting. It's gonna be a landscape because that's what Instagram wanted, and I listened to Instagram. It is my master. Well, I got some paints today. Bam! These came today. They are the Arteza 20 Craft Acrylic Colors Premium. I'll be the judge of that. 20 unique colors. Let's have a look how unique these are. Oh, orange. Very unique. Apple green. Whoa. Whoever is in their department for thinking up unique color names should get a raise. Okay, I am not sponsored by Arteza. Hashtag not sponsored. But I was on Amazon, as you do. I was looking for paints and I was gonna get like a 5 set. Just like, you know, green, blue, whatever colors you use to mix stuff with. White, yellow, black. But just the thought of mixing colours really just put me off. So I looked for a bigger set, and these are cheap. I didn't really want to buy Arteza stuff, to be honest, because they sponsor everybody and their second cousin. And I don't know, people that just like sponsor everyone, they just seem desperate, don't they? So yeah, they suckered me in. Arteza, my first Arteza stuff. Fluorescent yellow, that one sounds fun. So what I'm basically going to do is just swatch them all out now, because I've never used these before. Doop, 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 doop. New page. Oh, cute. I remember drawing that. Look at this. Monument.
Her YouTube channel, and I fell in. Oh look,
no.
The little pom-poms of different colors. That's cool. Ooh, now I gotta decide which one I like better. Anyway, so that is one of the reasons that I'm buying all these art prints, is to readjust my camera quickly. Okay, attempt number 2. I hope you can see more of it. All right. But
why? Why, Arteza? Why?
Incredible.
All right, my battery is gonna die, so I had to stop. But also, I had to stop because these bloody things with their lids, one of the most frustrating things I've done this week. I know I sound like I'm in a bad mood, and I am in a bit of a bad mood. I probably shouldn't be vlogging, to be honest. But these Arteza paints, I'm going to do a real quick review, okay? 1 out of 5 stars. They're a bit shit. That's my review. They're just so thin. They're like water. I have no idea how these are going to go on my canvas. When I was a teenager and I painted a lot with acrylics, they were thick, right? Like thick buggers, and you could stick them on things, layer them up, like they were sexy. I mean, what is this weak ass acrylic? It's about 8:20. I've been up since 7. I actually got up this morning, I know, miracle of miracles, and I did a whole bunch of print tests. There's more, but I popped them in my paper basket just to see if I could get the front and the back of these A5 notebooks. If you guys remember these from ages ago. Right, because the thing was, because I have this new printer now, I needed to make sure everything worked right. So what happens is I have a margin around here, and I have a bigger margin on the outside because that's where I take more of the paper off. And then I made sure it was front and back was perfect, and then I did a little test just with like standard print settings, and then I cut it in the guillotine. Yes, I did brave it. I'm okay, got all my fingers and thumbs, and this is what it looks like. So it's gonna have a little, this notebook belongs to, write whatever you want there, my little logo at the back, and then it's gonna have like either the, it's basically my A4 prints but in A5 on a notebook. And then this inside is actually what's on my A6 notebooks. Now I've got to do 5 more Photoshop files so they all match perfectly to this, and later this afternoon I will print them out, but I have to go to work soon, so I can't stay too long on this. So I decided I really wasn't happy with these acrylic paints, so I'm packaging them up, and I'm gonna return. I'm gonna send them back to Amazon and hopefully get my money back and get us some good paints. It's Thursday night, about 8:30. I gotta stop talking. I can't talk long because Martin's got his phone call in about 3 minutes. But I just wanted to pop on and say hi because I haven't like spoken to the camera all week. This came just as work was finishing. It's a new laptop for work. It's so heavy. It's like, oh god, it's like £1,000 heavy. But that's gonna be my new work computer, and then that under there, the tower, goes back to work. And then I can put this under here, and I can just easily switch between that and my computer, which is this one here. Yep. And right now I'm just printing this. Let's go see how it's doing. It's printing. It is quite slow, and also it says my printer's running out of pink ink, but I'm just keep printing with it until it stops because that ink is expensive. And look at our Christmas tree. These lights are battery operated and they're a bit crap right now. They've like lost all their battery. But look at all the presents. So this is mine and Martin's. I think we just bought for each other. And I know it looks like a lot, but a lot of these are like cheap little things. I'm pretty sure these are chocolate bars. Okay, so back in my art room, Martin's on a phone call in the office, so just leave him to it. He's been on phone calls all this week. He's literally been on phone calls for about 2 to 3 hours a night for his job, because his work office, they have an office in Australia and in the Philippines, so they've been getting together a lot and talking about a new project they're working on. I'm glad I'm not him, because I could not be doing with 3-hour phone calls at night time with my work. I'm just leaving the printer to do its job. I'm going to copy it out and just kind of like keep printing things throughout the night. I have thought about this quite a lot, and I don't know if I'm doing too much, but I'd rather have stuff prepared and not sell it. Well, that sounds bad, but not sell it straight away than like rush and do stuff if I get orders. So I'm going to do 2 each of my A5 notebooks, 2 in each of dotted, lined and plain, and I'm not sure which paper is going to be the most popular or even if the notebooks are going to sell. But I figured 2 of each is 6 notebooks times 6 is 6 of them so far, and I want to do more patterns. Like, that's a good amount of stock, and even if it takes me a year to sell, like, they're going to be nice and protected in a like little box or something. I'm going to find some storage for them later in the week, and these should be fine. So hopefully that's going to be all good. So I'm just going to be printing throughout the next couple of days, folding paper, all of that good stuff, and then trimming them, not cutting any of my appendages off. I actually upgraded from a bandage to a plaster, so now I can use my thumb more. It's actually quite, it doesn't even hurt now. Well, it does hurt if I bang it into stuff, but, and it's kind of all gone a bit gross and scabby, but it is healing. So thank you very much for everyone's lovely comments saying that not only did they like the dramatic reenactment, which was probably the best thing that ever happened to me last week, like almost made it worth cutting my thumbnail off because that was just so much fun to film, and also wishing me, you know, fast healing and good vibes. So thank you for all your comments. We are on the mend. Everything's okay. So I'm just gonna be drawing a tiny little tiger. I'm doing it for Amanda from ALLJ Art, All J Art on YouTube. She's my pen pal. We got a little pen pal group, and she is my next pen pal. So I thought I'd film a little bit of that and have a chat with you. I'm drawing this little tiger, and honestly, it's so cute. I love it. Amanda has bought quite a lot of my stuff in the past. Thanks, Amanda. And I didn't know if she wanted anything else. So I'm basically painting this little tiger because I thought it might be nice to put a little like original piece into my pen pal leather. Don't know if you guys remember, but ages ago when I was doing my 100-day project, I had all these little offcuts, and every time I had some spare paint on my palette, I would like paint on them. And I really want to do something with these, like a little project, maybe even like a giveaway or something, or I don't know, something cool. Just do like a little doodle on each of them. I have some here that are blank, so I gotta fill them up. And I thought this colour would be perfect for a tiger, so I just did a little bit of like white gouache here, kind of cream colour, and now I'm just gonna go in with this pencil, which I'm not sure if it's gonna be dark enough. We'll see. I haven't been on camera, like I mentioned, for ages. I honestly, I was thinking about even not doing a vlog this week. I've been in a bit of a weird funk the last few weeks. I don't know, not a few weeks, maybe 2, maybe 3. I'm sure that you guys all feel it now and then. Everyone in the world, I'm sure, gets in a little bit of a down couple of days, but I think it's a lot to do with the season, which is weird because I've never been affected by the season. Like, I've never been affected by winter, by the dark, but I think it's because now, because we're working from home and stuff, if I had to go to work, like this time last year, I was up at 10 to 6 and I had to go to work. But working from home, it was fine in the summer, and the autumn it started to slip, and now, like, basically we're in the middle of winter, and it's so hard to motivate myself to get out of bed. The alarm goes off at like 7, and that's not even early, you know? Well, for some people it's not. So I think I've just been a little bit down because I haven't been able to do as much as I did in the summer when I was getting up early, and also I haven't had the energy. Like, I just feel really low energy lately. The good news is we got a Lumi light. We were going to buy one a few months ago. Emma Carpenter recommended it because she has one, and I was saying about getting up in the morning, how hard I'm finding it. So we were going to buy one on Black Friday, and I wish we had of because it was £20 off, but we waited because I don't know why. And this morning I just had it. I was like, I just couldn't wake up, and I was like, I've had it. I'm gonna try this Lumi light because it has to be better than, you know, waking up in pitch black dark and then not wanting to get out of bed, because it's one of those wake up lights where it kind of like does a gradual sunrise. So yeah, I'm really excited. That comes tomorrow. I'm gonna try it out, and I really hope it works. Another thing that we're gonna be doing next week probably is walk run. You guys know I've been trying for a while now to get back into running. Probably, I'd say, since the summer. I have been doing the odd thing to try and force myself to get back into running. And the thing is, I love running. Like, I know I do. I know I love it because I look back at photos of myself when I was running. When I was running last week, like I did one of the walk run programs, and I just felt it, like my body wants to run, like it remembers how, but because I'm so unfit right now, it's just so hard. You just don't want to because it's painful, and you just think, oh, I used to be able to do this and now I can't, so it's a bit depressing. So I had a bit of a moment last night. I was just getting a bit down about it, and Martin said to me that he would do the program with me because that's what he did about 2.5 years ago when I was getting back into running again. And I've done this pretty much since I was a teenager. I've ran, gotten out of it for a couple of years, gone back into it, gotten out of it again. It's like a pattern. I thought last time, you know, I did it, it's gonna stick. I mean, I was running bloody marathons, you know, and it didn't. So I don't really, maybe it's just me. Maybe that's just, you know, what I'm like, I don't know. So I'm really happy because he actually hates running, and he's only doing it to support me. So I'm really happy that he's going to do it, because I know that if he's doing it, he's like not strict, but disciplined. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, he's really disciplined. So when he says he's going to do something, he does it, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do it, and then I don't, and I don't actually mind. I'm just like, meh, I'll just do it tomorrow. That's just a little life update. Nothing really to do with that, but hey, I'm actually really looking forward to Christmas. I'm sure most people are. I don't think I'm the only one who enjoys the holiday, but even though I've had quite a few long weekends in the last couple of months, like I've had a long weekend every month for the last 2 or 3 months, but I just feel a little bit burnt out. Like I just want a break, but I'm not going to have a break. That's the thing. I'm going to be doing my Etsy stuff. Now half of me is like, you should have a break, April, but the other half knows, I know that I'll get well bored. Like tonight, for the last few weeks, I have had this urge to play The Sims, and I just cannot stop thinking about it, like The Sims, The Sims, The Sims. So I got the game out. I had to update it. It took ages, and then I made a character, made a brother and a sister, because I thought that'd be nice. They're twins. Moved them into a new house, got them both jobs. Had the neighbours over, and then it was like an hour in, and I was like, bored now. And that's always the way with Sims. I get bored so easily. I used to be able to play it so much when I was a kid, but so I don't know why, I just really wanted to play it, and I'm glad I got it out of my system. because now we can get back to work. So I think I'm almost finished this little tiger. Probably just do some shadow details and maybe a little background like some bushes and stuff. But I'm just going to check the printer and I'll pop back in a bit. I finished. I really like it. I think it's so cute. I really like the colours and the tiger. And I kind of did like some bushes a la, I don't know, kind of like a mix between Lee Alexson and Andiopolis and Iraville. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, I need to come up with my own way of making bushes and backgrounds and stuff, but hey, that's for next year. This year I'm copying people. I love doing these. I think it'd be so cute to do like tiny little originals like this, and just maybe if I ever have a Patreon one day, or if I do like a raffle or something. What do you guys think? Think that'd be cool? I don't know. And this is the last page I'm printing tonight. So I've managed to print my fruits, my birds, my retro, and my houses inside and back. And gonna go to bed now. The printer's still working. I'm gonna sleep. 11:45. It's 11:45. Martin has been on his work call since 8:30 p.m. and he's still on it. At about 11 I went in there and he said he's going to be another 10 minutes. I'm pretty... Is it legal to have people be on a work call until midnight? I don't know, but I told him, I wrote on a note, I was like, take the afternoon off work tomorrow. Yeah, so I have basically just been printing, going back in every, you know, half an hour, whatever, flipping it, printing the insides. So I got 4 out of 6 done. It does take a long time because the printer is so slow, because it's like high quality. And I've been laying on the couch behind me. I stopped drawing about an hour and a half ago, and I've been laying on the couch just watching YouTube videos. So it's been quite a relaxing evening, but I'm actually really tired now. So I'm gonna pop into bed and read while I wait for Martin. So tomorrow is Friday. I'm so excited. This week has felt so long. I've just felt really tired all week, really drained of energy and motivation. So the weekend is coming up. We have our bikes back. I don't know if you can, yeah, and the laundry in the back. But we got our bikes back. They were serviced last week. So we're going to try and go for a bike ride, which should be interesting. I haven't ridden my bike since I fell off it and broke my ribs. I didn't really break them, but it does sound more dramatic when I say that. I just bruised them. It was painful. And I'm a bit worried about going on the bike actually. I'm a bit nervous, especially because it's icy. Well, it's not icy, it's cold. There might be ice, there'll definitely be mud. Slippy mud. But we'll see how it goes. And other plans for this weekend are maybe look at a different solution for making memo pads, if I can get all the tools I need, and finish these A5 notebooks. So I am meant to plan more memo pads too, like design them. We'll see if I get around to them. If I'm in a drawing mood I will, if not I'll just make notebooks. I mean, at least I'm doing something. But I'm gonna go now, pop into bed before I turn into a pumpkin, and I will see you tomorrow. Wait for it. Ta-da! Yeah, they're gonna be blackbirds. I didn't like the tropical birds are a bit like... That's it, it was pretty easy. Friday evening, and I'm in the room because I moved the Lumi light to my bedside table. I've got this light in here now, and it's really cool because it's dimmable. So it's dimmable, so I can do this, and the light dims. So I don't know, I just thought it might be nice to have on my desk. It is a yellow bulb. I also have this one here, which is a white one. And then I have my other lamp that I bring on sometimes. Don't know if you guys remember this from ages ago. I made it as a notepad design, but it was too big. I printed it out and it was massive. That's the inside. This logo is probably about 2 times as big as it should be. So what I've done is I've made a new document, and I basically just copied that 4 times, rotated it, I think, on a couple of them, and I'm just going to use this as a guide and redraw the whole thing, and then I've got to put the colours on. So eventually it should look like this, but obviously nicer, and maybe the lily pads moved around so it's not so repetitive. So I think I'm gonna work on that for about an hour, see how far we get. I remember this itself took so long to make, so I think it's just because I was messing around with all the different layers, so hopefully it won't take that long. I really want to make this a notebook cover because I think it would be so cute. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. It's Friday night and I'm in the office. Been in here for about an hour just printing, cutting and packing some orders that I had. And I was going to pack Amanda's letter for her pen pal and tragedy struck. I lost the tiger. So I've literally spent 25 minutes searching for that tiger picture everywhere, like under every crevice, every drawer. I even went through my sketchbooks to see if I'd slipped it in there by accident, and it was nowhere, and I was getting panicked. I opened up the my new laptop from work and it was in the side. I must have just like shut the box up with it in. Mystery solved. And now this little tiger can go to its new home. It's 9 o'clock. I'm finished. I'm tired. I don't know if you guys get like this, but on a Friday night I always get so tired. I think it's like when you go on holiday and your first day on holiday you get sick because it's like your body just falls into relaxation mode and then like all its defenses are down and it gets sick. I don't know if that's the thing, but I feel like Friday night is always that for me. I'm just like, it's the weekend, I can relax, yay, and then I'm just like exhausted. But I think we're gonna go for a nice little walk in a minute. I've got my orders here, yay. Thank you so much if you ordered. I don't know if there's anyone who watches these vlogs or knows me from online, but if it was you, thank you. I hope that you like them. I might try to draw on my iPad for like 15 minutes. I think Martin's just finishing a video about coding that he's watching. And then I'm gonna go for a walk and then I'm gonna go to bed. And I can't wait because I'm gonna try out my Lumi light and I'm gonna put it on like 30 minutes sunset edition and read until I can't see the page and then go to sleep. It's Sunday morning about 9 AM. I've been up since about 7:30 just sorting out notebook covers and stuff in Photoshop and also printing out a bunch of paper. I've decided I'm just going to print out enough paper for one of each notebook inlined and in dotted, and then I can make up the plain one myself. And then I've got a few covers of each, and then if I get orders coming through I can just print the paper separately because it doesn't take long, and just make the notebooks as I go along. I think that's going to be easier. I'm not really sure because I have no idea how popular they're going to be, but I guess we'll just find out when I have the update coming out. I think the A6 ones will be more popular than the A5 ones at the moment, so I might make more of those as I make them. But yeah, I've never sold notebooks before, so I don't know how popular they're going to be. So I didn't film all day yesterday. We actually left the house at about 9:30, 10, and we spent most of the day at Martin's parents' house. Spent a couple hours there. It's like an hour's drive too, so it's quite a long drive. And then we actually went out for lunch, which I haven't been out to a restaurant since February, so it was interesting. It was quite good. It's quite nice to go out in public, although I am like a natural introvert, so I was pretty tired when I got home, like just from being out in public and seeing people and talking all day long. So I just had a super chill afternoon, played Sims while I was printing paper all night long. Didn't have the best time on Sims, went out on a date, and wasn't really the best date. We did witness someone freezing to death, and then my Sim was so tired they fell asleep in the snow. So not the most successful date, but she did ask for another one, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I have a girlfriend soon. It was really funny because I'm playing a twins, I think I mentioned, and I think she's called Nina Caliente, the boy twin. He went to work and he was liking her, and I was like, this is gonna happen. And then she came round one day to, like, you know, hang out with him, and then my sister Sim liked her too, and I was like, oh, fight to the death, let's see who gets Nina Caliente. But I'm obviously going for the girl because I wanna, she's like my main Sim, you know what I mean? And then we'll kick the brother out, you know, when things get hot and heavy. Anyway, enough about Sims. This isn't a Sims channel, is it? Or is it? No, it's not. So plans for today, got quite a lot I want to do because I didn't actually do much yesterday. Mainly notebooks. I also want to do memo pads. So I have those box animal memo pads and I want to reprint some. Not cut them on Gertie this time. I'm going to try and cut them in the guillotine. I'm basically going to try a new method of making them, because putting them through Gertie, while it made the pages perfect, it was a pain in the ass, and also it took so long just to take the pages off, put new ones in. I was here for about 4 hours just to make like 5 notebooks, 5 memo pads. So I'm going to try a different way, and also a different way of gluing, so that'll be good. So hopefully everything's going to go swimmingly, and at the end of the day we'll have 5 memo pads. I will pop back later because my arm's getting heavy now and this camera is feeling like a brick. Okay, flip it real good, slow, selective. Oh yeah. So I got pancakes, bananas and cherries and maple syrup. Martin just went classic lemon and sugar. It's 11 now. We had our pancakes about an hour ago. I guess they were like brunch, so we won't need anything till later, which is good. We're thinking about going for a bike ride later, so hopefully the weather perks up because it's quite miserable right now. I have been printing, well, the printer's been printing. I've been helping it print by pressing buttons, and I've also made 2 more notebook covers. I'm in the lounge right now because Martin is playing some type of game with his friend online. So I just thought I'd show you these. The first one is the lily pads that I worked on, and yeah, these are like, it's basically a quarter size now. The lily pads are about quarter of the size that they were, so I think it fits really nicely. Love all the colors. And then the inside I also made it a little bit smaller, and then this is where you write your name, I guess. I don't know if that's too clear, if it needs lines, but I think it does. And the little logo down there, so I really like this one. This is like actually my favorite, I think. And then I made this one here. If you guys remember, ages ago I made this mushroom eyes and plant pattern. I'll pop it up now. So I decided to make the mushrooms and the eyes into like a little pattern for the notebook, which I thought was pretty fun. And then on the other side, whoa, I made like rainbow eyes. So when it's folded, this half will be one side and then this half will be the other side. So I thought that was so cool, and I'm thinking taking these eyes, this eye pattern, and making this into the A and A5 piece, kind of like what I did with the 100 days, and then also maybe making these mushrooms and making that pattern too, so having like an A6 mushroom and an A6 eyes one. I'm not sure how popular these will be because they're a bit weird, but I think they're kind of fun. I think they're kind of cool. I kind of like them, so yeah. I'm not quite sure how exciting this vlog is going to be because I literally, all I've done is print all week. I haven't really even done any art, but I do want to get back to my 50-hour art challenge that I'm doing this month. I'm up to, I think I'm up to 15 hours, and I think I need to get to 20 by the end of the day. I don't think I'll get to 20, but I'll definitely maybe do like 3 hours tonight, I think. So I'm going to be working on my Barcelona journal and just going to keep going. I'll pop back when something else is happening, I guess. Alright, I'm back in the lounge. I've just printed, that's such a good angle. I've just printed 27 sheets of this, so 25 sheets, which would be 5 memo pads and 2 spares just in case I make any mistakes. This is my 3rd time printing these. What I've basically done is I've made them all a bit smaller, and then these red lines here, the little crosses, is where I should cut, and then I actually made a little bleed across the whole thing. The problem is when you either cut horizontally this way, is it horizontal? No, that's vertical. If you cut vertical first, you can't cut horizontal because you cut off the marks. If you cut horizontal, you can't cut vertically because you cut the marks off. So it's a bit of a conundrum. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to fix that yet, but what I'm going to do is take these now to the guillotine. I've just done a little test with 1 sheet of paper. I'm going to do a big test with 27 sheets. Hopefully it works out because that's a lot of ink and a lot of paper wasted if not. Cut them on the guillotine, glue them, and then when they're dry, trim them again on the guillotine so they're perfect. And that's, if that works, it's going to be my new handy dandy way to make memo pads. And I do want to make this into a video if it does work. So I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I just wanted to let you know what my plan was. Let's go to the office. evening time now. Matt and I didn't go for a bike ride in the end because we didn't want to clean the bikes because it was really wet and muddy out. So we went for a run instead. So we started today instead of tomorrow. It was drizzly, but it was good. We did it. And on the way back, I saw this Amazon, I guess she was like a temporary Amazon person for the Christmas holidays because I don't think they deliver on Sunday. But she was just wandering around in the car park because the building that we live in is like massive and it has like 1,000 entrances. And she was wandering around like, I've lost my van. So we helped her find her van. Turns out she had a parcel for me and for our neighbour, so I took both of those and let her get on her way because she looked a bit flustered. And then this afternoon I've just been printing stuff again, and I'm cooking dinner now, cooking a cottage pie, which I very rarely make because I don't like it, but it's actually one of Martin's favourite meals, so I thought I'd treat him. You remember the inside bits that I said I was going to make into A6s? So this is the A6, so this is like one half and then this is the other half, and then it's basically a repeat pattern on the other side, but the gradient's a bit different. So those are the eyes and I think they're pretty cool. And then I made the mushrooms. I didn't realise how different in size. The mushrooms were to the eyes, so I don't know if these are too small. It's kind of hard to tell until they're cut up and made into notebooks, but I think they're quite nice. Let me know what you guys think because I just made these as like a random thing along with the other ones, and I'm not quite sure, like I think they're really cool, but I'm not sure if other people will. So let me know what you think of these crazy things. I'll just quickly show you where I've been keeping them. Just in here. So all of this stack here is all notebook covers, and then all this stack here is dotted paper, and all the stack here is lined paper. So next week I'm gonna be making all of these off camera because it's gonna be boring, trust me, just folding paper up. And I've taken to start using post-its for my days of the week because I literally have one page left and then I finish the book. Yeah, I'm basically just using post-its right now. And look at all of the things I've crossed out. This was my to-do today, and I did want to do another notebook design, but I don't think I'm going to fit that in today. And then also I want to do some painting tonight, if you guys remember. I wanted to do some painting in my Barcelona book, which hopefully I'll do after dinner while I'm printing. And that is pretty much it for tonight. So, yeah, almost at the end of the vlog. Almost at the end of another week. So cottage pie straight out the oven, doesn't it look good? And I don't know if you can see the layers. There's mince on the bottom, and then in the middle there's like a mashed carrot barrier before you get up to the mustard mash. And this is a delicious veggie cottage pie, so it's like a mixture of vegan mince and lentils, and I'm actually looking forward to it, even though I don't really like cottage pie. It does look pretty damn good. It's Monday now, and just had about an hour and a half worth of meetings at work, so I thought I'd have a quick 10 minutes break to do this little outro before I carry on with the day. I just wanted to show you the memo pads because I don't think I've shown you those yet. So these are the memo pads. I got all 5 of them done. They all look pretty good. They got nice trimmed sides that I did on the guillotine, and these guys took me about, I'd say, 1/5 of the time it took me to do the other 5. So I think I'm going to carry on with this version of doing them, and I'm going to make a little video. It might be out next week or the week after. And I'm also thinking about having a break from studio vlogs next week because I honestly don't think next week's going to be interesting at all. You saw me do all of my notebooks this week, print them, and literally next week, this week, I'm so confused. But over the next few days I'm going to be folding them, stapling them, and trimming them, which is going to be very boring to watch on screen. I'm also going to be doing lots of painting for that other video that I keep mentioning that I want to do in January. So it's really going to be a bit of a boring week. So I might have something else up for you instead. So make sure you pop back and check that video out. I hope that you guys have a lovely week, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.